Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Ncaa Carter Stadium, home of the TCU Horned Frogs. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bears will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Brady. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. On first down, here comes this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it from the gun. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Discards a man. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bears!
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier's...
And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Baylor!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Woods. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it first. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man! And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter.
TCU 0.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Woods. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Slater. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes his connection. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Using his legs, it's Herrera. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield, getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Dropping back, it's Slater. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Bears are flying down the field. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Defense in press coverage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can... lead before the break. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. On the move, it's Herrera. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Looking to throw, it's Slater. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he pulls it in at the 15. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his feet. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the grab. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Woods. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
And the returner will be knocked down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They believe they can run right here.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Woods. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He's got him down the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down. Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The Horned Frogs will keep this drive going.
Defensively, you drop back, you make sure you're sitting in your zones, you make sure you're covering your guys, got everything in the back end dialed in, and then the quarterback scrambles. It's not a called play, but it's so frustrating and hard to stop, and he picked up the 1st down pretty easily.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Scanning the field, it's Slater. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story. It goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
The Bears are on the move. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. To the air, it's Slater. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. And the Bears want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
It's complete to the left. Oh, what a move to get open. And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU. They move on top here in the fourth. He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up by 21 over Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air. It's Slater. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. There was never a doubt about going for it there. If you don't go for it, you send the message to your team you don't believe in.
Yeah, I mean, that close, literally you're talking about falling forward. I can't fall forward and get inches. Man, I'm taking my chances with that.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Wide out in motion. Corners are going to bail. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wants to throw. It's Woods. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's right on target. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On second down, they'll take to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Lost, the defense is wide open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To throw, it's Slater. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. You can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they